All right, seventh grade. So yesterday we just reviewed the quiz in lessons 1 to 10. Today we're moving on to the second half of our unit, which starts with lessons 11 and 12, ratios of fractions and their unit rates. So we start out here with this question. Who is faster? During their last workout, Izzy ran 2¼ miles and that should be 15 minutes. I'm sorry. 2¼ miles in 15 minutes, and her friend Julia ran 3¾ miles in 25 minutes. Each girl thought she was the faster runner. Based on their last run, which girl is correct? Well, we need to figure out how many miles they're running, how many minutes it takes them to run 1 mile. Okay, so here we take 15 divided by 2.25, or 15 divided by 2¼ which equals 6 2/3 minutes per mile for Izzy. Okay? Then we have 25 divided by 3.75, or 3¾ which also equals 6 2/3 minutes per mile for Julia. So both girls have the same rate, so technically neither one is faster. Okay, one more example before you work on one on your own. So we have Anthony, it's his birthday. His mom is making cupcakes for his 12 friends at daycare. The recipe calls for 3 1/3 cups of flour. This recipe makes 2½ dozen cupcakes. Anthony's mother has only 1 cup of flour. Is there enough flour for each of his friends to get a cupcake? So we need to make 12 cupcakes. So we take 3 1/3 divided by 2½ because we have cups of flour per dozen of cupcakes to find out how many cups of flour per dozen, excuse me. So we have 10 1/3 if we take it into fractions divided by 5 1/2. 5 over a half. 10 over 3 divided by 5 over. Okay, so we write it out here. So we're multiplying times 2/5 in order to divide here. We come up with 20 over 15, or 1 5/15, or finally 1 1/3. So it takes 1 1/3 cups of flour to bake 1 dozen cupcakes. So she does not have enough flour to make the cupcakes. Bummer. Anthony's friends don't get cupcakes. Go ahead and work on this one on your own. No, we're actually going to work on this one together. I'm sorry. So, time to remodel. You have decided to remodel your bathroom and install a tile floor. The bathroom is in the shape of a rectangle. The floor measures 14 feet 8 inches long by 5 feet 6 inches wide. The tiles you want to use cost $5 each. Each tile covers 4 2/3 square feet. If you have $100 to spend, do you have enough money to complete this project? So we're going to look at a chart here. So what we know the dimensions of the floor, and then we want to find the area. And so here's how we find it. Convert the inches to feet as a fraction. For the denominator, area equals length times width. We know the square footage of one tile. We need to find how many tiles are needed. Take the total area divided by the area of one tile. And finally, we know the cost of one tile. We need to find the total cost of all. So if the total money is needed is more than 100, then you won't have enough. Okay? So first, let's find the area. 14 feet 8 inches long by 15 feet 6 inches wide. We're going to make that denominator 12 because that's how many inches are in a foot. So we're actually just going to use mixed numbers, which is okay too. So we take 5 1/2 times 14 2/3. We get 11 over 2 times 44 over 3. 80 2/3 square feet is our area. So now we need to find the number of tiles. So 4 2/3 square feet, we know 80 2/3 is the total square footage. So we take 80 2/3 divided by 4 2/3, 242 over 3 divided by 14 over 3 gives us 242 over 14. And then 17 2/7 tiles. We can't use 2/7 of a tile, so we'll have to get 18 tiles. 18 times 5 gives us 90, so we do have enough money to retile the bathroom floor. Okay? Work on the following, and then when you're ready, hit play. Okay? So we're trying to figure out which car can travel farther on 1 gallon of gas. The blue car travels 18 2/5 miles using 0.8 gallons of gas. The red car travels 17 2/5 miles using 0.75 gallons of gas. So we need to find how many miles they travel using 1 gallon of gas. Unit rate, blue car 23 miles per gallon, red car 23 1/5. So the red car goes 1/5 of a mile farther than the blue car. The red car can travel farther on 1 gallon of gas. Your assignment is going to be working on IXL skill 7-J.6, calculating unit rates with fractions. Just reiterating, once you hit 30 minutes, stop, because that's what you're supposed to be spending on math. If you're concerned about your score or have questions about it, let me know. I am here to help.